Hey, what's up developers? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another tutorial, and in this video we will be continue to build a birthday greeting app, and we will be learning about how to import drawables, how to set image as the background of your app, how to add strings to strings.xml file, and advantages of adding strings to strings.xml. So stay tuned. Before adding an image view or importing the image, the first thing we want is an image. To download images, I prefer using unsplash.com because on unsplash.com, all the images are licensed under Unsplash license, which allows you to do whatever you want to with the image. I have already downloaded an image which I will be using as a background of our app. If you have downloaded the image you want to set as the background of our app, the next step is to import the image to the drawable folder. There are many ways you can import the image, but the one I will be sharing with you I found the easiest. Navigate to the file location where your image is saved. In my case, it is on desktop. From there, copy the image. Open up Android Studio. After opening Android Studio, navigate to drawable folder. You can find drawable folder in app, resource, drawable. In drawable folder, paste the image. After you paste the image, a dialog box will appear asking you to rename the image. There are few rules you have to follow before renaming the image. The first one is you can't use capital letters in the name of the image. The second one is you can't use spaces to separate words. Instead, you can use underscore. Rename the image following the naming convention and hit enter. Now you have successfully imported the image. To add an image to our app, we have to add an image view to the main activity. To add an image view, open activity_main.xml file in design view. In there, find image view in the palette and drag and drop it to the layout manager. After you drop the image view, a pop-up window will appear asking you to select the image resource. If you did not rename your image following the naming convention, your image resource will not be appearing here. So rename your image following the naming convention and try to add an image view again. From the window, select the image you want to set as the background and hit the enter key. Now you have successfully added the image, but the next step is to constrain the image. To constrain the image, we will not be using the attribute section. Instead, we will be using XML file to constrain the image. To open the XML file in the activity_main.xml, click on the split. I suppose you are seeing an XML file for the first time. All the things we were previously doing by just dragging and dropping the views to the screen, can do that by coding them in the XML file. For example, we have to add a text view. So type the angle bracket and suggestion window will appear, which will be giving you some suggestions to add that. From there, find text view, or you can type that and hit enter. A few properties will appear as you hit the enter. Assign those properties their values. In this way, you can add multiple properties to the tag. The first tag you were seeing here is an view group tag. Inside this view group, these views, the text view and the image view, are present. First, find the image view you have to constrain. From there, first remove the absolute X and absolute Y properties. We will be constraining top of the image to the top of the parent, bottom to the bottom of the parent, left to the left of the parent, and right to the right of the parent. The one thing you will be seeing now is that our image view is in the front of our text view. The question is, how can we take our text views in front of our image view? If you have ever learned CSS, there is a property called z-index, which positions every item on the z-axis according to the z-index value, using which we can send any item front or back of any another item. But in XML files, there is no such property named z-index or related to it. But in a view group, the lower the position of any view, the higher its z-index. So if we cut our image view from the bottom position and paste at the top position of another views, its z-index will become lower than another views. So in simple words, if we do this, our image view will lie behind our text views. Now we have completed building our birthday greeting app, and now it's time to test our app in the emulator. Later, you can press the play button at the top row, or you can press Shift plus F10. After pressing the play button, Android Studio will start the emulator and start building the app files. As it completed the building app files, it will install the app into the emulator and it will start the app. Now we have tested our apps, and as you can see, it is running flawless. But there are few warnings that we have to get rid of. The warning is about adding strings to the strings.xml. To add strings to the strings.xml file, hover over to the text in the text view, and you can see a bulb or a pop-up message where it is suggesting you to add the strings to the strings.xml. Click on that, a pop-up window will appear. Click OK. There are many advantages of adding strings to the strings.xml. Think of a situation where you have added 5 text views in your app and all the text views contain similar text. But while developing the app, you thought that text should be changed to something another. Then you have to change all the text for all the text views manually. But if you add the string to the strings.xml file and in the text view text property you add the reference of that string, you only have to change the string in the strings.xml and all the text for the text views will get updated.